Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Terrifying Tuesday on this channel, and it's the first Terrifying Tuesday of the year, and already things have gotten crazy because we have to talk about something I didn't think we would ever have to put into a sentence together. The Mickey Mouse horror movie. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so as you may or may not know, the Mickey Mouse original cartoon, the one we first saw him in, Steamboat Willie, has now gone into public domain. What does this mean exactly? This means that anybody could use that cartoon or anything that's in it in any way, shape, or form that they desire. Now, this doesn't mean that Mickey Mouse himself is in public domain. Not in terms of how he looks now, but taking Mickey Mouse from what he looked like in Steamboat Willie or any variation of what he looked like in Steamboat Willie, you can now do whatever you want with that character. And this is important because this allows people to come in and do whatever they want with this character. If they feel like they need to make this character into a horror movie, they now can do that. They can make this character into a horror movie. And that is exactly what has happened here. The character being in public domain has allowed somebody to take the likeness of Mickey Mouse, at least in terms of the face, and put this into a horror movie. Now, they can't outright call him Mickey Mouse because if they do that, then they are in violation of a copyright law. The name Mickey Mouse is in fact still copyrighted. Now, how exactly do you get past that? Well, in the case of this movie, they call it Mickey's Mousetrap. Mickey's Mousetrap, being Mickey's apostrophe S, allows them to use the name Mickey and maybe not associated with mouse. Now, they could, in fact, call it Mickey the Mouse, thus changing the name of the character ever so slightly to be used in the way that they want. However, I think what we're going to see here is quite possibly the killer's name being Mickey or something. All we know about this trailer is this. There is a girl that is celebrating her birthday, but she has to work on her birthday, so her friends bring the birthday party to her at her job, which is this little amusement park. So they take it to this amusement park, and at this amusement park, apparently there is a projector that is showing Steamboat Willie. One of the people sees the Steamboat Willie cartoon playing and decides to put on a Mickey Mouse mask and start killing people. And that's the premise of this movie. So already you can tell kind of what you're getting here. It's going to be a slasher film. Now, one of the characters says something that's very Scream-esque in the movie. In fact, it's a direct ripoff of a Scream line. Basically, one of the characters says that they're going to be right back, to which the person says if it's a horror movie, no, they won't be right back. This is directly a ripoff of the Scream line, so the movie seems to either be aware of itself or kind of playing this for laughs, or maybe that was just very poorly written dialogue. Although with a line like that, with a line from Scream, I strongly believe they're going to be playing into it. They're going to be self-aware of what they're doing, which could make this movie a lot of fun. Because already, if you have people referencing other movies or other things, and we do get to see the Steamboat Willie cartoon in this movie, being that it's already in public domain, then I obviously think they're going to play into the whole thing a little bit and have a little bit of fun with it. So the movie looks interesting so far, even though it is on a shoestring budget. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. The new trend in Hollywood is to take these public domain things, little children's shows and movies that have gone into public domain, little children's show characters that have gone into public domain, and turn them into horror movies. This is the wave of the future right now. This is where horror seems to be going, whether we like it or not. Just look at Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It was made on a shoestring budget, made a lot of money, and now we're getting a part 2 in February. And that's just crazy to me because I'm ready for it. The second one looks a lot better than the first one did. It looks like they're going to have a lot more fun with the movie in every way. And then, of course, you have the Peter Pan one that's coming out. And then you have the Bambi one that's coming out. So all of these movies that are coming out based on childhood properties that they're now spinning and twisting into horror movies. We even had the Grinch, a Grinch horror movie called The Mean One. So we know this is going on. We know that they're going to continue to have fun doing this, but this one came out of nowhere. This one honestly came out of nowhere. It does look like it's a little self-aware from what I saw in the trailer. It looks like it's going to have a little bit of fun with it. It does look like it's very low budget though. And if they could pull this off and make a really good little scary movie, then bravo. And if not, what have we really got to lose? This movie looks like it's going to give us at least a few more kills than the first Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie did. And that right there is going to help it out. Anytime you have more of a kill count and more gore for all the gore hounds, then horror fans are going to eat it up. They're going to enjoy it a little bit more. At least I know if I go into a horror movie, I'm going in to see a slasher movie, I want to see more of it. I don't want to see 3 or 4 people in the entire movie get butchered. The higher the kill count is in those types of movies, the more successful it usually is. The better chance you have of having that one really great moment in the movie that everybody talks about. And I do find it odd that in this movie we actually see the Steamboat Willie cartoon, and then we get to see this mask, and we get to see this person, I guess, decide to put on this mask. It looks like it is going to really lean into the Steamboat Willie aspect of it. But them getting around calling it a Mickey Mouse horror movie by simply calling it Mickey's Mousetrap, that's funny to me. That is outright funny. Now, a movie like this could be really, really cool, or it could be a hot mess. And that's very dependent on how they handle it. I do feel if they handle this movie with some sort of level of respect, that it could turn out okay. If they treat it in a way that is very self-aware, I feel like this might be a good thing. But it has become quite the trend. We now have the Grinch movie from last year called The Mean One. We have Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, like I said, which is getting the sequel in February. We have all of these other properties that have started to come out that are following this trend. And I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's on a case-by-case basis. But this is the thing. I want to know what you guys think about this trend. Is this a trend that you want to continue to see play out? Is this a trend that you could be down with? Or do you think this needs to stop? And if you have heard about this movie, if you have seen the actual trailer, what were your thoughts on it? We want to hear from you. As always, we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you leave us a comment in the comment box below letting us know what you think. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well, because they need to be on this. And then make sure that you are hitting that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers, and he's not going into public domain anytime soon. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then friends, at the end of the day, I know you know it and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.